Hey YouTubers, it's Magically122 here with an episode of Magic Math on how to simplify algebraic expressions. So this episode will give you a complete explanation on how to do this, so you shouldn't have any trouble on how to simplify algebraic expressions after this video if you pay attention. So anyways, going right in, I have a vocabulary term which is coefficient, and a coefficient is the number that comes before a variable and shows how many times the variable is multiplied. Now that is not a book definition, it's my definition, so it may not be entirely correct. And anyways, so I have some examples. 3x, in the term 3x the coefficient is 3, in the term 26yz the coefficient is 26, and then the term AB, the coefficient is 1. They don't put the 1 there because 1 times anything is just itself. So, yeah. And then the other vocab word is like terms, and I define that as separate terms that have either the same variables or no variable. With the same variable, we have like 3xy and 45xy. They're like terms because they both have xy and xy, or 9z, z, and 3z. They all have z. Or no variable, which is like any number, 12, 26, 1, 67, whatever, any number you can think of. So, simplifying algebraic expressions. In order to correctly simplify an algebraic expression, like 3xy plus 5xy, that's an algebraic expression, you must know this rule. You can only add and subtract like terms. You cannot add or subtract terms that are not alike. 5a plus 8a can be simplified, but 9a plus 3b cannot be simplified because they're not. 9a and 3b are not like terms. There's an a and a b. So yeah. And here's my first example on how to do this. 4xy plus 8z plus 2xy plus 3z. And then the second step isn't really necessary. What I did was I just took the like terms and put them next to each other just to make it easier visually. So what you do when you're adding is you take the coefficients and add them together if there's an add sign, or subtract them if there's a subtract sign. But here there's an add sign, so I did 4 plus 2 is 6, and then what you do next is just carry over the variables they have, x, y. 4 plus 2 is 6, carry over the x, y, so 6xy. Here, 8 and 3, 8 plus 3 is 11, and then there's this z, so you carry over the z, and you have 11z. So the answer is 6xy plus 11z. You cannot simplify that anymore because these two terms are not alike. Those two terms are not alike. My second example is a little bit more challenging here. Okay? Again, what I did first in this second step, not entirely necessary. As you progress and get better at these types of problems, this step is pretty much done in your head. So, anyways, I'll skip down from here to here. 8 minus, remember there's an invisible 1 in front of this a, so 8 minus 1 is 7. Carry over the a, we have 7a. Here we're getting a negative number, so again 1 here. 4 plus the 1 here is 5, and then 5 minus 10 is negative 5, so we have negative 5 right there. Yeah. And then you just carry over the AB, so we have negative 5AB. Here we have 7b minus 3b. 7 minus 3 is 4. And then carry over the b, so we have 4b. And then here is our answer. Cannot be simplified anymore. Okay, getting into more complex algebraic expressions. When simplifying algebraic expressions with multiplying and dividing in them, the previous rule can be ignored, meaning that you can multiply or divide terms that are not alike. That's why I'm saying ignore that rule. Oh, sorry. Two terms do not need to be alike for you to be able to multiply or divide them. And I'm proving this right here. So I didn't show the answer right here because just in case you guys wanted to do the problem and then check your answer with mine. So here's the problem. 3x times 5z times a plus 3z times 2a times 4x. So what you do when multiplying is that you take the coefficients like you do on adding and subtracting. 3, 5, and 1, and then you multiply them since we're multiplying here. So 3 times 5 is 15, times 1 is still 15, and then carry over the variables. So we have 15 axz for 3x times 5z times a. Simplifies down to 15 axz. And then here we have 3z, 2a, 4x. So 3 times 2 times 4 is 24, and then we just carry down the variables, so a, x, and z, so we have 24 ax z. And since 15 and 24 are like terms, we can add them. So we get 39 ax z as our answer. So here is the test problem. I didn't show my work right here, just in case one of you guys wanted to copy it down and then test yourself. To see if you get the same answer as me. If you don't, I will show my work so you can figure out whatever your problem is. So anyways, here we go. Here's my work. So I started out with 6a divided by 2a. So what you do when you're dividing is that you just take the coefficients, which is 6 and 2 in this case, and you just take and you get them as 3. But since they have the same variables, you can kind of think of this as a fraction. The variables cancel out. Think of like 6a and then fraction bar over 2a. So the a's cancel out. 3b, can't do anything right now, so I'm just leaving it as 3b. Then minus 5ab times 2. Coefficient times coefficient. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry over the variables, ab. So we have 10ab. Then plus a, I left that the same. And then I have minus, and then 2ab divided by 2ab. Any number divided by itself is 1, so that's where this 1 comes from. And then 9b times 2a. 9 times 2 is 18, and then carry over the variables a and b. 18ab. Then once you combine all those like terms, add and subtract, this is your final answer. A plus 8ab plus 3b plus 2. That cannot be simplified any further as none of those terms are like terms. Hopefully that all made sense to everyone. If it didn't, please leave me a comment with your question and I will answer it. In the future, I'm going to be making more videos on algebra concepts, geometry concepts, and maybe a little bit of Algebra 2 concepts. If you have anything that you would like me to make a video on, it's like something that you don't fully understand, I will gladly do that. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Comments will be read and responded to. Okay, thanks for watching.